Okay, here I'm going to introduce you about Chem 1 class. And my name is Professor Chang Yu, and I'm going to talk to you about the WebEx meeting and Teams and also learning management system at RPI that if you want, when you take the class of Chem 1 class. So let me talk to you about LMS. LMS is Learning Management System. When you Google LMS and RPI.edu, the Blackboard Learn screen is shown up like this, and you type in your username and password, and then you should be able to log in. So LMS is a central hub that we collect and then archive and information pertaining to the class. And it's very important to you get ahead and to be able to log in. So to for the LMS for the student, I think the Friday by 5 p.m. The, on the week the class starts, or week before the class starts, you should be able to access it after 5 p.m. on Friday. So let me show you the how does it looks like. So let me go to the actually Google, and you all you gotta do is RPI LMS. If you actually go and search for this, it will show up in the first one, and LMS and RPI EDU. And then what you need to do is type it in your RPI email address, and then the password to access it. Okay. Okay, so now I'm logged in, and your screen will be different from mine because I'm teaching the courses. So let me go to the Chem 1 course, and then actually I can switch to the student view mode. So this is what exactly what it looks like. So here you have this important tab, and the first one is an announcement. And this is an announcement by the instructors. And there are links to the course, lecture courses by three different faculties that giving these courses online. You can go through this by clicking on this. That will lead you to there. And I will talk to you about the WebEx a little bit later in the program. And also by clicking on the grade, you should be able to update and get some your updated grade. And course information is where you can get this all many files to be downloaded. So course is in contact information, syllabus, and then the chemistry reference table, this is a one that it is contain the periodic table and some formula that is going to be useful. And sapling homework system is the one that we're going to handle this your homework online using the sapling homework system. And I-clicker reef is also important, and this is the one that we're going to take the essentially your course participation. So this is online based one that you can download this app to your smartphone, and then you can use it. And we're going to use it for the lectures and for the discussion sessions. And so the discussion session is the one that there we are going to solve some problems, and here's actually the my video links, and I'm going to post a weekly problem by solving them in advance and putting onto the YouTube, so that you can have time with the discussion leaders, with the faculty that who can have a different ways of interacting with you, but those who have a slower video access, they should be able to access it through this. The Google Doc, if you copy and paste, and then they should be able to. You should be able to see it. So let me show and go and copy over here. I paste that, and then this is the one that essentially the weekly discussion problem and the YouTube links. Okay, so then and that's the one that we have actually general chemistry readiness assessment for week 1 and week 2. I solved up to week 2, and I'm going to continue to update it onto the how the problem is being solved. So by clicking on those, you should be able to have access and then see how the problem is being solved by me, and then your discussion leader will be certainly help you with that information. So that's about the discussion. Another important tab is a laboratory, and this is about how the lab is going to be graded, and then what the instructions and the lab schedules and so on. And the Dr. Morrissey is the one that is in charge of the lab, working with the Dr. Ma, who's the class coordinator. Mentoring, we also instituted a mentoring, which is through the I Persist mentoring program to help you with some student who took the class last year before, and so that they can actually talk to you in much smaller groups, and then they can help you to solve this one. More peer-to-peer interactions, and then those are the links being provided in. So this exam. This is an old exam. You guys can download the old exams. And this is sample GCRA is already there that I will solve this under YouTube. And these are all the things there. And then finally, this is when we go to the WebEx, and this is the WebEx in the student mode. And then now this one leads you to this place, and then depending on your sections, then you can see where you are. And then I'm teaching section one and section two. And section one there, this is actually I put some information already. And if you log it into the section one, you should be able to see these messages that I have posted there. Okay, so let's get out here. So this once again, this has been the LMS, the course on how you can check the announcements and then updates, and then that's essentially central location that where we communicate with you. Okay, so let me go and then talk to you about the WebEx system. There are two icons that you're seeing on the screen here now. One is a WebEx meeting, and the other one is WebEx Teams. And one is more rainbow colors, and this is more simple colors. And these are the separate apps, separate program. And I urge you to install both apps separately. These are the separate different apps separately, and to your computer, and more importantly, to your smartphone. And for the smartphone access, you should be able to actually WebEx team is the one, for example, I'm going to use. Some faculty is not using WebEx teams, and that's their discussion leaders. That's their choice for them to how you to lead a discussion. I'm going to use a WebEx team for the discussion, and then please note that it's very useful when you have a smartphone, and actually you can post some actual questions and try to answer as soon as I can. Okay, so what's the difference between WebEx meeting? WebEx meeting is more like a meeting. That's a meeting that we can share the screens and so on. And then some of the lectures actually somebody's actually using the WebEx meeting as their delivery tools to lead a discussion. Actually, that's what Dr. Steve Tyso is going to do. What I heard. WebEx meeting, this is a format that I like to use, and this looks the same as a WebEx meeting, but you have actually a separate tab on the left, and then that's actually more like a chatting room. So it is actually combined. If you are familiar with a program called Slack, this is very similar to Slack and the WebEx meeting combined, and that's how it looks like. And before I go, I want you to also to check your internet if you have some issues about the video streaming is choppy when you take it, and then you can do the. I can show you how you can do the internet speed test to see whether you need to have some changes in your settings, making Wi-Fi into the hardwire if possible, and so on. But you have to figure it out if you have some issues with the internet. But first step is know where is the internet speed test. Can I do it? So in order to do the speed test, this is essentially you can type it as internet speed test, and there is a just Google the internet speed test, and then there is a run speed test button, and then they will show up. And what is a download speed and what is a upload speed, and then this is a download speed, and then they will look at that, and then this is a upload speed. Like I'm testing my home internet speed at the moment. Okay, so you can check it. And what I heard people tell me about is about you want to be your download speed higher than 20 uh, Mbps. Okay? More than 20 is what you is desirable here. Okay, so going back to these issues about WebEx meeting, WebEx team, you should go to and you should go and download this WebEx meeting. So what you do is go to Google and WebEx. Uh, okay, WebEx team, WebEx download. Okay, Google the download and Cisco WebEx download and RPI we are using it. And as you can see that there are two different one. One is for WebEx meeting and WebEx Teams. And like I said, I want you to download it more one in one. So this is a face-to-face meeting and the face-to-face meeting, and then there is a sort of the whiteboard or Slack message posting capabilities combined there. And make sure that you take the advantages of a smartphone and capabilities. So go and download it, and then you follow the instructions, and then you should be able to do it fine. So the website is shown up there, webex.com download.html. So once you finish that downloading it, and I already downloaded here, you can see this icon. And actually, let me show you how the RPI WebEx team you can access it. Because to do that, actually, I already logged out so that I should be able to log in back in. So this is how the WebEx team looks like. And then what you gotta do is, okay, type your email address. You don't need to register once you have this one RPI.edu email. If you type it in, that's all you need to do because RPI has I think, the license with the WebEx program. So you're already in once you have RPI.edu email. So this is what you need to do. Type your own email address and RPI.edu. Once you go in, and it leads you to this RPI website. And then although it's redundant, you have to do it one more time. This time, do your username without the at rpi.edu, just your username, and then you type your password one more time. Once you do that, I'll be happy to show you what it looks like. So this is how it looks like. And there is this button is a chat box, and this is a sort of what is called a team box. And what is chat box is you can actually create your different one. For me, I'm teaching the Chem 1 class, and I also teach the macroscopic physical chemistry. These are the two different apps that I have. But so for now is a chemistry one. So I'm going to click on chemistry one, and you will see the screen showing up here. Dr. Mai is a whole class moderator. You can see that. Since I'm teaching the section one and the section two, I can have an access to do this. So here, this is section one, and actually I post some notes, and you guys already actually listed in here based on the registration. So that this is the people in section one and section two. And if you click on here, there's a meet button. If I click on it, we can have a class meeting right there. So if I click on here, and this is where the section one click meeting. And when I start the meeting, and then that's where I'm staying here, and then waiting for people to join in to have my discussion section with you guys. Okay. So that is the end of it, and I hope you have a smoother start of the first week of your first year in RPI, and welcome to RPI. Look forward to seeing you in class. Thank you.